Hi everyone, welcome to my 30-minute Vinyasa flow focusing on hamstrings. Find a nice comfortable position seated on your mat. Grow tall through your spine all the way to the crown of your head, drawing those shoulders down away from your neck. Breathe in, circle the arms up, touching palms at the top. Exhale, lower to heart center. And again when you're ready, breathing in, circle the arms up. Touching palms, exhale, lower to heart. Gently take your hands behind you and push your weight into your hands, almost like you're trying to lift your bottom off the mat, pushing the chest forward. Lift your gaze for a high release and exhale, coming back down. And push into the mat again, lifting up and down. One more time at your own pace. Pushing into the mat, lifting up, opening up through the chest and down. Sweep your right arm up and over, reaching to the left side, getting a nice stretch through the side body. Pull that shoulder back, lift your gaze and start to circle the arm back behind you, forward and around. When you're ready, come back to center. Lift up and over to the other side using the left arm this time. Reaching, opening up through the chest, lift the gaze, circle that left arm back, forward and around, and coming back to center. Taking the hands onto the thighs, tuck your chin, dive forward and up all the way as far down as you can go. Just do a couple here at your own pace. Tuck the chin, dive forward and up. When you're ready, let's reverse that. Lift your chin, lower down, tuck the chin and roll up. Last one. Lift the chin, tuck and roll. Coming up to a neutral spine. Shoulders down, away from the neck. Draw those shoulder blades together. Start to draw your left ear to your left shoulder, getting a stretch through the side of the neck. Breathing here and take it back to center. Coming up and over to the other side, drawing that right ear to the right shoulder and back to center. Tuck the chin, stretch through the back of the neck and lift your gaze. Open the throat, going back as far as what feels good for you and coming back to center. Take the soles of your feet together, open the knees out into our bound angle pose. Inhale, circle the arms up. Reaching vertically beside your ears, lift up and forward, lowering the hands down, getting a stretch through the back and the hips. Breathing here, reaching as far forward as you can. If you need to lift your gaze, go ahead. Start to walk the hands over to the left side, getting a stretch through the right body. Breathing here, still reaching as far forward as you can. And gently walk them over to the other side. Getting a stretch now through the left body. Hold here for one more breath. Opening up that hip and side body. Start to walk the hands back to center. Take one breath here. And gently walk the hands back to hold on to the soles of your feet. Shoulders down. Inhale, push the chest forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, curve the spine. Inhale, lift that chest forward. Gaze lifted. Exhale, curving through the spine. Tuck the chin. And one more time. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, contract. And when you're ready, find that neutral spine pulling up nice and long. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us, legs together. Stretching through our hamstrings. Flex the feet, pulling up through the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Shoulders down, away from the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Tuck the chin, contract. Breathing in, push the chest forward. Breathing out, contract. Breathing in, press forward and find that neutral spine. Inhale, circle the arms up. And reach forward to touch your toes if possible, keeping the back nice and long here. Breathing, enjoying that hamstring stretch. Breathe in, lift up long. Breathe out, tuck the chin, roll down. Breathe in, lift the gaze, chest forward. Breathe out, tuck the chin, head to your knee. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, head to knees. And slowly roll through the spine to come all the way up to a seated position, keeping those legs long in front of you. Inhale, circle the arms up, touching palms at the top. Exhale, lower to heart center. When you're ready, come to the center of your mat. Lower your back all the way down, keeping the soles of the feet on the mat, knees bent, hip width apart. Walk the feet in as far as you can towards your sits bones. Push your spine into the mat. Squeeze your glutes and slowly lift your hips up, vertebrae by vertebrae, into a bridge pose. Interlock your fingers underneath you if you can, and push the hips 1 inch further. Engage your core by pulling your belly button towards your spine. This is my dog, Dexter, being a little curious. One more breath here. And when you're ready, roll down gently through the spine and hug your knees into your chest. Feeling the benefits of that pose. Noticing the effects on your body. Take the hands to the back of the thighs and lift your head, neck and shoulders off. Slowly rock forward and back, massaging the spine, getting bigger and bigger each time. On your last rock, come all the way forward into a crouch at the top of your mat if you can. Step both legs back into plank. Breathe in, push the hips up to down dog. Pushing those shoulder blades together and start to pedal the feet one at a time. Finding a stretch through each hamstring. And stretch both legs long. Heels down. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, bend at the elbows, lower chaturanga. Exhale, push up to cobra. If you need to lower your elbows for half cobra, you can. Inhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Let's repeat that flow sequence one more time. Inhale, stay where you are, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Exhale, cobra. Holding cobra here now, push the shoulders down away from your neck. Head down, tuck the chin, and lift your gaze, head back. Begin to roll your head around gently in a circle, keeping those shoulders down, finding movement through the neck, and take it to the other side when you're ready. Finding that range of movement nice and slow, and back to center. And recover in child's pose, sending those hips back to the feet, stretching the arms long, breathing here. You can always come back to this pose throughout the class today. When you're ready, breathe in, tuck the toes, push your hips up to down dog, and on your exhale, step the right foot forward into a lunge. Square off the back heel to the back of the mat. Keep that front toe pointing forward, sweep the arms forward, up vertical, taking it to warrior one. Knee in line with the ankle. Inhale, lift up and back slightly. Exhale, find your neutral spine, circle the arms back. Breathing out, take them forward and up. And again, circling them back, forward, and all the way up. On your last reach forward, you're going to send the weight forward into the front leg, lift your back leg off, and extend the arms vertical in front of you. For warrior three, flex the foot, toes should be facing down towards the mat, head in line with the shoulders, arms reaching forward, should create a nice long line from your fingertips all the way to your toe. And lower the hands down to the mat, drop the back knee into a low lunge. Extend the right arm up to the sky for an extended side angle. Lower the elbow to the mat if you can, gaze lifted. Make sure your knee is in line with your heel. Open through the chest, enjoying that twist. Sweep the top arm down to bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. Heel toe the right foot out wide, making sure that toe and knee is turned out slightly. Push the chest forward, lift your gaze and sink your hips into the mat for lizard pose. Breathing here, finding that openness through the hip, through the chest, shoulders down, away from the ears. Sweep your right hand up and over, reach for your back foot, bend it in, pull it towards you for a quad stretch. Turn your shoulders back to the front, squaring them off, while pulling that foot towards you. And slowly lower down, sweep the arm up and over, hands back to frame the foot, tuck the back foot under, and send both legs back to down dog. Recovering here. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, stay in down dog. Breathing out, plank. Breathing in, lower the elbows, chaturanga. Breathing out, push up to cobra. And tuck the toes, push back to down dog. Inhale, step the left leg forward into a lunge. Squaring off the back foot, sweep both arms forward and up into warrior one. Making sure your knee is in line with your ankle, squaring off your hips. Breathe in, lift up and back for a slight back bend. And breathing out, circle the arms back, forward and up. Breathe in, circle them back. Breathe out, sweep them forward. On your last one, take the weight forward into warrior three. You can bend your underneath leg if you need. Back foot is off, in line with your arms, reaching forward. Foot is flexed, toe pointing down to the mat. One more breath. And lower the hands down to the mat. Drop the back foot, lower the back knee. And extend that left arm up to the sky, gaze lifted. Lower the elbow down to the mat if you can. Breathing here. Thinking about that knee being in line with the ankle. Sweep the front arm down, hands to the inside of the foot, turn out the left knee and toe. Shoulders down, push your chest forward, sink the hips 1 inch further into the mat. Lift your gaze. Breathing deeply. Finding that openness and recovery here for lizard pose. Sweep your left arm up and back, reach for your back foot and pull it towards you. Square off your shoulders, gaze forward while still pulling that foot in. Finding that quad stretch. And gently release. Hands back to frame the front foot, tuck the back toe and push back to down dog. Recovering here. Breathing in and breathing out. Sending those heels down towards the mat. Pushing those shoulder blades together. Breathing in and breathing out, lower to plank. Breathing in, bend the elbows, chaturanga. And breathing out, cobra. And when you're ready, send those hips back into child's pose. Pushing those hands into the mat, sending that tailbone back. Breathe in, take the hand slightly forward, lift the hips into the sky and push the chest down for puppy dog pose. Finding that release through the shoulder blades. Breathing gently here. Keep pushing those hips into the sky while pushing your chest into the mat. And gently roll through the spine, coming all the way up, sitting onto your feet. Take the hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your sits bones. Breathe in, push the hips up, squeeze the glutes and drop the head back, opening through the chest and getting a nice elongated stretch through those thighs for camel pose. And gently rolling back down. Coming onto our hands and knees, tuck the toes, push the hips up to down dog. On your next inhale, we're going to step or jump the feet forward to the front of the mat for forward fold. Drop the head, bend the knees, and shake the head yes and no to relieve any tension. If you can stretch your legs here, go ahead, otherwise keep them slightly bent. Breathing in, lift to half fold, flat back, gaze up. Breathing out, lower all the way down. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, lower to heart center. Finding our mountain pose. Thinking about our posture, pulling those shoulders down. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, all the way down to full fold. Inhale, lift to halfway. Exhale, lower full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up. Touching palms at the top, exhale, lower to heart center. Thinking about our posture, shoulders down away from the neck, creating a nice long line. Tuck the pelvis under slightly. Good. Breathing here. Inhale, step the left foot back to the back of the mat, squaring off the foot. Bend into that front leg for warrior two. Inhale, stretch the leg, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower to warrior two. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. Take your left hand onto the hip, keeping the right arm forward. Keep bending and stretching in that front leg. On your last bend, I want you to lift your back leg up, stacking the hips, toe facing forward. If you can, extend your left arm long for half moon pose. Keep the underneath leg bent if you need, otherwise try and straighten it, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips, finding the balance. Wobbles are encouraged. And coming back to warrior two. Good. Inhale, stretch everything up, lift the arms. Exhale, lower back to warrior two. Step the back foot to meet the front. Circle both arms back and around. Stretch both legs. Extend your right arm forward. Lift your left leg up, holding onto your foot for a quad stretch, finding balance here. One more breath here. Good. Release that leg. Send the arm back in front of you. Bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms at the top. Exhale, hinge all the way down to full fold. And shake the legs here, relieving any tension built up in those hamstrings. Inhale, lift to half fold. Exhale, lower full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, lower to heart center. Inhale, step the right foot back this time. And stretch the arms horizontal, bending forward into warrior two. Inhale, stretch everything long. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Taking that right hand onto the hip, reaching forward with the left arm. Send the weight forward into the front leg, lifting the back leg. Flex the foot, toe facing forward. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Extend your right arm long if you can. Squaring everything off. Start to try and stretch your underneath leg for half moon pose. 2 more breaths. Find your balance. If you need to come back into warrior two, you can. Otherwise, try for half moon. Give it a go. Good. And back to warrior two. Inhale, stretch everything long. Stretch the knees, stretch the arms. Exhale, back to warrior two. And sweep those arms forward. Take the back leg in to meet the front. Reaching both arms forward. We'll take the right leg this time for a quad stretch, keeping that left arm extended forward, finding your balance. Breathing here. Recovering from those hard half moon poses that we tried today. Good. And when you're ready, let go of that leg. Sweep the arm forward, bend the knees, circle both arms up, breathing in. Exhale, lower, hinge at the hips all the way down to full fold. Inhale, lift to half fold. Exhale, lower full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, lower to heart center. Breathing here. Find that posture. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms at the top. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, all the way to full fold. Inhale, lift the gaze, flat back, half fold. Exhale, lower full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up. Exhale, send the hips back, reaching forward into chair pose. Weight in your heels, lift your toes if you can, finding a nice long line all the way through the spine, touching palms together, lower to the heart. Inhale, begin to twist over to the right side, shining your heart to the right, sending those hips back, and back to center, and over to the other side. Breathing, and gently back to center. Extend the arms forward, reaching, pushing the hips 1 inch lower, and lower the hands down to the mat, forward fold. Good. Inhale, lift, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, lower hands to heart. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up. Exhale, lower to full fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, lift to half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up. Into our chair pose one more time. Stretch those arms forward. Send the hips back. Weight in the heels. Good. Touching palms, bring them down to your heart. Good, nice and deep. And begin to twist over to the left side this time. Keeping a nice deep chair pose, and back to center. And up to the other side, opening the heart. Enjoying that twist. And back to center. Good. Extend the arms forward, reaching, and drop them down, full fold. Inhale, lift, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up, touching palms. And exhale, lower to heart center. Good. Take the feet as wide as your mat, turning the toes out slightly. Knees over your toes, start to bend all the way down, keeping a straight spine into our yogi squat for garland pose. Keeping the heels down if you can, push your chest forward. Use your elbows to open your hips out, pushing against your knees slightly. Lift your gaze, shine your heart. Good. Breathing here. Close the eyes if you can. Enjoying this pose, this openness. Listening to your breath. Holding for one more breath. And gently take the hands in front of you onto the mat. Lower the knees as wide as your mat. Sitting onto your feet, take the hands behind you. Push your hips up for camel pose, stretching those thighs. Drop your head back if you can, opening the throat. And gently lower back down. Good. Sitting on your bottoms in the center of your mat. Knees up, soles of the feet on the mat. Hip width apart. Take your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your sits bones. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips all the way up to crab pose. Tummy's in. Squeeze your thighs together. Take your head back if you can. Finding a nice long line. And gently coming down. Breathing in, push the hips up one more time. Holding that crab pose. Good. Push those hips a little tighter, squeeze those glutes. Breathing out, lower back down to the mat. And gently lower all the way down, taking your back onto the mat. Keeping the knees bent, soles of feet on the mat. Extend your right leg up. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Thread the hands through to the back of your left thigh and pull it towards you. Use your right elbow to push your right knee away from you, getting a nice glute stretch here. Breathing deeply. Good. This is a good recovery after our chair pose. And lower back down. Taking it to the other side, stretch the left leg up, taking the ankle on top of the right leg. Thread the hands through to the back of the right thigh and pull it towards you. Using your left elbow to push your left knee away from you. Getting a nice glute stretch on the other side. Listening to your breath. Noticing the effects of this stretch on your body. When you're ready, start to unravel your legs, taking them down long on the mat. Lift your left leg up, bend the knee and twist it over to the right side, trying to get your left knee on the floor and your left shoulder blade on the floor, finding that spinal twist. Breathing here. You can turn your gaze over your left shoulder. If you'd like to join me in a hamstring nerve stretch, take your right hand, hold onto your left foot and stretch the leg long, flexing the foot. This can be quite intense, so really focus on your breath here. And release. Good. Taking the soles of the feet back to the mat. Stretch the left leg down, take the right knee over to the left and turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Enjoying this twist. Try and get your right knee as close to the floor as you can. And on every exhale, sink a little deeper into the mat. Good. And if you joined me on the other side, take that right foot with the left hand. Stretch the leg, finding that hamstring and nerve stretch. Breathing deeply here. This is quite a strong, intense stretch, so you need to really focus on your breath. If it's too much, just let go. And gently coming back, soles of the feet onto the mat, hands by your side. When you're ready, we'll take happy baby pose. Finding your hands into the soles of your feet, bend your knees, draw them towards the earth, opening up through the hips. Breathing deeply. Enjoying that hip opener. If you want to rock side to side, go ahead. Finding a nice release through those hips. And finding stillness. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, lower those legs all the way down long into the mat. We've reached our Shavasana. Let gravity take over now, opening those ankles, letting them fall where they may. Resting your palms gently beside you. Letting go of any tension in the legs and the back. There's no tension in your neck. Breathing naturally now. Listening to your breath. Noticing the effects of this class on your body. Do you feel longer? Do you feel a little sore? And just be here now. You have nowhere else to be. This is the time you've made for yourself today. We're not doing, we're just being. listening to your breath, feeling your belly rise and fall. You've worked very hard in this class today. You should be proud of yourself. You are strong. You are capable. You are enough. Start to wiggle your toes, waking them up, and wiggle your fingers. Maybe roll your ankles around in a circle. Maybe roll your wrists around. Extend your arms long beside your ears. Stretch everything like somebody's pulling your legs and arms away from you. And release. And again, breathe in, stretch everything long. Breathe out, release. And gently draw those knees towards your chest, hugging them in tight. Good. Squeezing them in, pushing your spine into the earth. And gently roll your knees around in a circle and back the other way. Keeping the eyes closed, turn over into a fetal position, just like you would when you're waking up in the morning. Breathing here. Keeping those eyes closed, gently push yourself up to a comfortable seated position, crossing the legs, pulling up through the spine, hands onto your thighs. Lift your gaze, breathe in, and breathing out. Breathe in, begin to circle your arms all the way up, touching palms at the top. And exhale, lower to heart center. And again, breathing in, circle those arms, reaching all the way up, touching palms, lowering down to heart center. Good. And bow your head. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed today's class, please like, subscribe, and share. Any feedback is welcome. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.